Hi, welcome to Christian Movie Night. Tonight I want to talk about a wonderful TV series called The Chosen. If you've not heard about what The Chosen is, then this will be a great introduction for you. This is one of my family's favorite TV shows. We've just seen the entire 4th season in the theaters, and it was epic. This is a show that I think everyone should see if they want a deeper relationship with Jesus. It has taken us through well-known Bible stories and just breathed new life into them. Now when we read the Bible, it has a deeper meaning as we feel we have a real connection with the writers of the gospel and the characters themselves. This will not contain any spoilers. This is just the reasons why you should check out this series and see it in theaters if you get a chance, but if not, check it out online or through many of the different streaming platforms that now carry it. So what is The Chosen? The Chosen is an amazing TV series that lovingly takes us on the journey of Jesus' ministry through the eyes of his disciples. It's the brainchild of Dallas Jenkins, a Christian filmmaker that wanted to tell the story of Jesus from his perspective. He works with an incredible writing team that includes Ryan Swanson and Tyler Thompson. Together, they have devised an amazing series that takes Bible stories and brings them to life. The cast is exceptional, and the production value beyond compare. They didn't rush production of this series, but waited to have the funds available to put out the best production possible. It is also one of the first productions to be completely crowdfunded. Through Angel Studios, they set up a campaign of crowdfunding to get this series made. This allowed them to stay true to the story that they wanted to tell. They didn't have to change the narrative to fit with the studio that was producing it. The pilot episode actually came out in 2017, with the first episode airing in 2019. We then waited, rather impatiently in our household, until 2021 for season 2 to air. Consequently, the series took off worldwide, allowing for season 3 to come in the 2022-2023 season, and season 4 came out in 2024. And season 5 is already in production. The amazing thing about The Chosen is that you can watch it on many platforms, and because of the crowdfunding of the show, most of them are actually free. So here's where you can watch it. You can watch it through the Chosen TV app, Angel Studios app, Netflix is charged, the Chosen Apple TV app, that's also would be paid, and Amazon as well. I will put all these links below so that you can easily find them. You can even watch a lot of the clips through YouTube as well. So this is not an exhaustive list, as there are now some TV channel providers that are including The Chosen in their lineups. So check your local listings to see if it's available in your area. What makes The Chosen so special? Well, where to begin? What makes The Chosen so special to me is how carefully the Bible characters have been crafted and cast, so you really develop a relationship with them. The acting is first-rate all round, and the production value is out of this world. The Bible, for me, is the infallible Word of God, but it does leave out a lot of details. This is understandable, as it would not be possible for it all to be contained in one book otherwise. I don't think there would be a library that could contain all the volumes that would be necessary if the Bible writers had included all the details surrounding everything that Jesus did. So Dallas and his writing team have used creative license and historical data to flesh out the characters in more detail, making them more relatable. In doing so, they've created a background for these characters that make the biblical stories come to life. It's obvious that they may not have happened exactly the way depicted, but it is very plausible. And more importantly, the writers have stayed true to the gospel message, and they make sure that the important messages of the Bible and Jesus' teachings are conveyed. Dallas and his team have been very clear that The Chosen is not the Bible. It is meant to bring you back to the Bible so that you can experience Jesus and his saving grace for yourself. The Chosen's Bible Consultants. The other thing I find so amazing is the length that they've gone to keep this as historically accurate as possible. The script is reviewed by 3 biblical consultants before it is finalized. And these consultants include Father David Guffey of the Family Theatre Productions, Rabbi Jason Sobel of Fusion Global Ministries, and Dr. Doug Huffman of Talbot School of Theology. I love the conversations that Dallas has when he brings this Catholic, Protestant, and Jewish theologians together to discuss the episodes. It's great to hear what ideas we all have in common, as well as where and why we don't agree. Even more impressive is that all 3 of these men agree on how relatable the depiction of Jesus' life and ministry is. I love hearing the different perspectives of all these men and the effect that this series is having on their lives. Are different denominations involved? I've heard complaints that The Chosen shouldn't be trusted because different denominations are involved in the production and distribution of the series. I think this argument is completely ridiculous. Yes, there are many different denominations represented, from the production team, actors, crew, and distributors, but this only strengthens the appeal for me. The only ones that have direct involvement in what you see on the screen is Dallas and the writing team. The rest are only helping to produce the show and get it distributed so more people can experience the love of Jesus. The Gen Z experiment. A very cool thing that the Chosen team did was to bring a group of Generation Z people together to watch the first season and get their honest reactions. The group didn't know what they were going to watch, and they came from different religious and non-religious backgrounds. The exciting thing to witness, though, was how profoundly they were all affected by watching it. This is one of the things I love most about the series, that it is changing what people think about who Jesus really is. It is helping them to see what true love really is, and they're turning back to Jesus at a time when culture is trying to pull us away. So, my favorite scene. Well, there is so many scenes I love about this series. That's why we're able to watch it over and over and over again as a family. But, my favorite scene is actually from the very first episode of season 1, where Jesus heals Mary Magdalene.
I said leave me.
It's not for you.
Don't touch me. Oh.
Lily, are you okay?
I have to go. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Mary. Mary of Magdala.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Thus says the Lord who created you, and he who formed you. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine.
it literally brings me to tears every time I watch it. Because I think we can all relate to how we have fallen short of what Jesus has wanted for us and planned for us. But to know that he loves us so much that he will forgive us in this way is beyond words. He sacrificed so much for us, and all he wants is our love, our obedience, and for us to introduce others to him in return. I can't tell you how many times we've rewatched season 1 as we waited for subsequent seasons to become available. But this first season is definitely, this first episode of season 1 is definitely a masterpiece. And you know, as we go into the second, third, and now the fourth seasons, how they bring the different Bible stories to life is so incredibly exciting to me. It's so fun. It's like, oh, great, now this one's coming, now this one's coming. And just how they make it so personable is unbelievable. It's, and then some of the Bible writers, Matthew in particular, played by Paris Patel. He's just brilliant, and it makes sense that he is portrayed as someone who had autism, because he's so particular and in details and exactness. It just totally works for his characters. Now, whether Matthew was indeed autistic or not, we don't know. But now when I read the book of Matthew, and it's the same for all our family, when we read the book of Matthew, now we understand it so much better because we know where his viewpoint was coming from. And it's really the same with all the characters. Now when we read about them in Bible stories, you have that visual behind it that really helps you understand it. It makes the Bible more fun to read. I mean, the Bible is an amazing book on its own, absolutely. But now, especially for our kids, they're teenagers now, for them to have these visuals in the back of their mind when they're reading the Bible, it makes it more fun for them. And they can even bring out the differences in how the different Gospels may relate the same experience, or even just how it was relayed through The Chosen, which gives us a deeper Bible study as a result when we're doing our devotionals together or just discussing it. We can now do a comparison so that we now know we can see our kids getting a deeper understanding of the Bible and a much deeper connection with Jesus. Now, you know, when we do get to the crucifixion, it's going to be devastating for us because we have such a connection to all these characters. I think all these actors have just done a spectacular job. I mean, they've been given a wonderful script, wonderful sets, incredible costumes, just loving direction from Dallas. And I just can't say enough. I mean, I really can't see any reason why a Christian would not want to watch The Chosen. I mean, if you want a closer relationship with Jesus, every time we watch an episode, I come away feeling closer to him and wanting, truly understanding what my role as a Christian is. That I need to share the gospel to. I want my love for Jesus to be felt by everyone else in the world. Literally, seriously. I mean, if they knew him the way I knew him, I don't see how they could turn their back on him. And we could have a very, very different world from what we experience right now. So yes, it is not word from the Bible, but it keeps the gospel message in the forefront in a very vibrant and plausible way. And yes, there are different denominations involved in the production and distribution, but this only enhances its influence. Because if you're a crew member, if you're a cast member that didn't know Jesus before, was not a Christian, many of them are now. And even if they haven't become Christians, they have a deeper respect for him and for other Christians and where we're coming from. So it's a great bonding and unifying effect that's happening just through the creation of this incredible series. It also shows Jesus' great love for humanity and how hard he tried to bring everyone back into the fold. And I think what's even most important is that the series is bringing people back to Jesus and the Bible. And that's the whole point of the gospel. Jesus wants us all with him for eternity. He wants us all coming back. He has said that he does not want to leave anyone behind. He doesn't want to see anybody suffer. He wants everyone to be with him and his Father for eternity. That's why it's taking so long for his final return. So I think The Chosen is a wonderful vessel to be able to show people what the love of Jesus really is and how we can share it with others. This is completely family friendly, and it's a great resource for Bible study groups to create heartfelt discussions going. I mean, I can't recommend it enough, and I hope this inspires you to check out The Chosen for yourself. You won't regret it. It's just an amazing, amazing series that you can watch over and over again, and you get something new every single time. So thank you for joining me for this discussion of The Chosen. I hope you go and check it out. I will have links in the bottom of where you can find it. And I just wish you a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.